What's going on, guys? This is Jason Pyro. You're tuned into another Tech Tuesday. Stay tuned. Today, we're working on High Sierra. Now, if you're like me and you're trying to do some stuff, you're going to want to go through the installation. You're going to download and make a bootable USB. You're going to make a bootable USB. Get the 16.4.1 patch. That way, you can do stuff like this. I'm going to show you my menu. I'm going to go down to my sound. To my sound menu. A lot of people have trouble with it. You're going to look for your headphone plugged in. If you're having issues with your sound, you want to get an audio jack like how I have. If you don't have the HDMI, you want this distribution. That way you don't have to worry about issues with sound and anything else. Also, what you want to do is, if you got your patch, you want to get this version of VMware along with the MKM locker, because the other M locker does not work on 15.5. After you've patched everything, and there are ways online where you can go on and it'll show you how to, basically, you're going to take this, you're going to chmod X, you're going to come over here, and all you're going to do, you're going to drag it in. You're going to do this right here. You're going to drag that folder after you do the chmod plus X. You're going to drag that install over here. You're going to press enter. And then after that, you're going to sudo and drag the same folder over. You're going to do the same thing with the unlocker. chmod plus X, drag the unlocker to the terminal, press enter, then you're going to go sudo and then drag it over again, press enter, it's going to patch it. Now what you want to do, you're going to boot up Workstation. Let me put you in on a little secret, y'all. If you want the license, where is it? If you want the license, all you have to do is look online for the license. They have patchers. Look at GitHub. They have patchers. This key right here, this is what you're going to look for. These are all the keys. They're going to be on GitHub. Me personally, like someone suggested to me, you want to run this one here. You won't fail. If any one of them work, let me know. After that, you're going to set up your machine. I have mine set up to, I only using like QEMU. I have mine set up to 512 megabytes. Oh Lord, I'm tongue twisted today. I got it on 2 processors because I don't have much RAM, 2 to 4 gigs. So, it's all Acer Banjo. It's pretty good Chromebook. I'm going to go here. I'm going to set this up. Once you set your machine up, what you want to do is you want to take the one you set up, the hard disk, you're going to remove it. You're going to go down here, remove. You're going to find where the disk is and you're going to install it here. After you set up everything, you're going to save it. Let me go to mine. I'm going to go to my tabs. Library. Choose the one that you made. You're going to start it up. Once you start it up, it's going to boot on up. You've done it right. This version we're using High Sierra. High Sierra is one of the ones that is hard to come by these days. It's hard to find. It's in a high commodity. I still use it. I'm gonna exit out of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge my screen. Bam. That's just something I like to do. I'm gonna let it boot up. Sit tight, guys. Don't be afraid if the mouse comes in. You just click the screen The mouse is gonna come in. You're gonna see the volleyball spin. It's gonna boot right on up. I'm gonna put my password in and we're on our way, so stay tuned. Now that it's loaded up, some of you may get the install thingamajigger or whatnot. Some of you won't. So what you'll do is you're gonna install these tools. You're gonna install your VMware tools. I don't have mine popped up because mine are already installed. But basically, you're gonna install your VMware tools. I have mine already ejected because mine is connected or whatnot. Or it was connected. So after you install the tools, it's gonna restart. Now, if you're having issues, you wonder why it doesn't do anything, you're gonna come down to system preferences and you're gonna go into your security. You're gonna click allow. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna come over here to security. See how fluent mine moves? You're gonna click security and privacy. You're gonna come down here. It's gonna have something where it says it wants to talk about letting it, it's not the foreign, the machine or whatever you're trying to install. You're gonna click allow. Once you click allow, it's gonna say that right here. Exit out, restart. You're gonna boot it up again and boom. You'll notice how the screen is a lot bigger now. Your tools are now installed. Now, right here, you're gonna have shared folders. I'm gonna show you. They're gonna pop up as soon as it works. You're gonna see the shared folders pop up right there. Now, what you wanna do, since you're trying to get Logic Pro X or any other thing, I like to drag mine right here. You're gonna go to Finder. In Finder, I have my shared folder already down here. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to come on up. I'm going to go into my media because that's where I have it saved. I'm going to click on wherever your directory is. I'm going to go to my download folder and I have one set up called macOS Studio Apps. And you're going to drag over, because 10.8 really doesn't work with it. You need 10.13. Going to drag over Logic Pro X into applications. Then you're going to go through the whole setup of verifying and things like that. You're going to set it up. Now, with that being said, once you got it done, you're going to start up Logic Pro X. Logic Pro X is now booted up after you installed the sound. It's going to boot on up. Mind you, it's also good to reinstall your sound card when you're setting up your machine. That way you don't have to worry about, oh, my machine doesn't have sound or you ain't got Wi-Fi. Like, my suggestion, use the bridge instead of the NAT, the NAT, use the bridge and replicate it. And then also you want to use your sound card and just let it auto detect. Alright, with this, you got the program up. Now, I'm going to show you something because people have issues playing songs, and because the lack of 3D graphics and whatnot. So you're going to go to preferences. Hold on, let me set up a new machine real quick. That way I can do it. So I'm going to set up my new machine. Okay, Logic Pro has booted on up. Now, what you want to do, I'm going to select my track. Yeah, I'm gonna select audio. I'm just gonna go and create it. I'm only gonna use one for this example so I can show y'all how to set up your Logic Pro X if you're trying to get sound. Well, getting sound and then playing your song. So this is what you're gonna do. This is basically what you're gonna do. You're gonna come over here. You're gonna go to Preferences. Go down to Preference. You're gonna go to Audio. How's it fluent so much? You just gotta give it whatever RAM you need to give it. You're gonna come over here. You're gonna make sure everything is straight. You're gonna come to your IO buffer size. The IO buffer size. You're gonna go to your buffer size. Some of you may want to go to 128. Some of you may 256. Mine is gonna stay on half a RAM. Or if you're having that much trouble, because the more instruments or effects you put into your vocals or whatever you're doing, you're gonna run into some issues, some overload. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna set it up. I got mine to 512. Whichever one doesn't glitches, you're gonna make sure your buffer size either medium or large. I have less CPU on my track list also. When it comes to my, let's go to general. I'm gonna click low maintenance mode, low latency mode. I said low maintenance, low latency mode on the playback pre-roll. Once I have that set up, you make sure everything is straight. That sounds about right. And I'm good to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna play an example. So I'm gonna come over here. Into my Finder folder. Go down to my shared folders. Media. I'm going to my shared folders. I'm going to go to my music folder. Now, what do I want to play? Because I don't want copyrights. So I'm going to go to my folder. JP, I got a lot of music on here. Yeah, I got good taste when it comes to music. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to play some with some vocals. I'm not going to do no recording on it today because to save time. But what I will do is I will play y'all something special. Sit tight. So I just dragged over everything to my music. I'm just gonna play y'all a track that I made on GarageBand and dragged it over to Logic. Just waiting on everything to do its thing. Now that it's copied, I'm gonna move this down here. I'm gonna drag this on up here. Now if you have trouble dragging it the first time, you don't see the plus symbol, all you gotta do is that. There's a plus symbol. It's gonna bring it up. Sometimes it may not show the plus symbol. You have issues if you're dragging it from the shared folder. All you gotta do is let it. It'll bounce off of it, won't take it, and then you just drag it again, and it'll do the plus symbol, and you can add it. Just like it did. Now I'm gonna drag it up. I'm gonna drag it up. I like to do mine at the track ends, and I'm gonna extend it on out. This is something I like to do, and I'm gonna press play. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Oh yeah, also about the sound. If you don't hear any sound, you're gonna go into your settings, your sound settings. You're going to make sure that you have your configuration set up. Okay, everything should be working. Let's see.
Cause I'm watching.